Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wonderful Wednesday. We're gonna do something a little different today. We're gonna do Thoth Tuesday and Wonderful Wednesday because I wasn't able to get on yesterday. We were at the hospital visiting a very special friend that passed away today, and Lucky. If anybody's heard me tell the story about Lucky, uh, I met him in my dreams years ago, and we met him in real life. Uh, over a banana tree. And he was from Cuba, but he has lived in America for 40 years. And my husband had banana trees. We have a lot of banana trees. And he drove by every day, lived around the corner. And he stopped one day and he started talking to my husband. And he said, "It's banana, banana." My husband said, "You want a banana tree?" He said, "Yes, banana." So my husband gave him a couple banana trees, and we all became very, very close friends. Every day he'd drive by and he'd stop and he'd beep and he'd wave. And he was the most loving, gentle, happy man you ever want to meet. Um, I had a dream about him a year and a half before we met him, but I was in a foreign town and I was lost. And I met this gentleman that was foreign, and he helped me to find the people in my dream that I was with and took me safely to them. And then we parted ways in my dream, but then we met him a year and a half later in real life. I knew it was Lucky from my dream. And the reason I called him Lucky is because I could not understand him. So I told him in my dream that I would just call him Lucky. And he smiled and, you know, and laughed. But in reality, he was the most amazing man. Um, just very loving and happy all the time. And he is going to be so missed by me and my husband. Um, so I just wanted to get on today to get my mind off of Lucky a little bit because my mind is thinking about all the beautiful things and the pictures I took of him and the smiles that he had. And uh, my husband's been crying all morning. I haven't cried yet because I'm thinking of the loving part of Lucky that we got to enjoy. And I'm knowing that time doesn't matter where he is, and he is not suffering. He is happy. He is loved by many, and his memories will be cherished by all that met him. So that's my story. That's why I was not on Talk Tuesday yesterday, and I am doing both of them today. Toth Tuesday was 6/18/2024, which was a 23, which was a 5. And that is change. Today is 6/19 of 2024, which is a 24, which is a 6. Um, Today is, like I said, a melancholy day, heart-filled uh, love for someone that we just lost in our daily trip, but we will meet again. I can almost honestly believe that. Now, usually I read the number. I'm gonna read the 6. We pretty much know what the 5 is. I will, excuse me. Um, I will read the 5 also to start out this reading in which direction it's gonna go. So yesterday would have been a 5, so I'm going to read the 5 first. Number 5 tells you that you have a deep connection with the divine source and that nothing can prevent wisdom from finding its way to you. Your current priorities are fidelity, reliability, and loyalty. Focus on them and concentrate on healing them in both the world outside and your inner world. Number 5 brings protection, giving you the freedom to act more boldly. Its energy field is centering, bringing the strength that always recognizes and recreates itself at the end of a soul path, along with meditation, belief, and insight. Number 6 reveals the uniting and attracting forces are now flowing into you. Make use of them to bring ideas and dreams to fruition. You will find courage and an unusual inner strength. Take a step forward and do not allow anything or anyone to stand in your way. You will be a conduit for the creation of the new things. This number's energy field is all about balance and the merging opposites, opposing energies. It brings love, health, happiness, profit, and a fulfillment of dreams. Yeah, I think that's where we're all going to, a fulfillment of dreams. We all have so many dreams. And of course, I'm yawning. Well, I don't know. I did get a pretty decent night's sleep last night. Um, but maybe I was dreaming too much and lucky was on my mind. We got a number 27. A wonderful surprise is coming. Something entirely new awaits you. Drawing this card heralds a surprise. Something completely new will appear on your soul path. It will take the form of a unique and magical opportunity, something more significant than it might at first appear, or an enchanting and uplifting encounter. It is an opportunity that should not be ignored. These are the moments that make our lives magical and worthwhile, moments that carry the promise of adventure and a song of freedom. What could make life sweeter than a wonderful, joyful surprise? You have drawn this card at this time as there is a chance that you might otherwise miss the surprise or even a risk that you might spoil it, which would be a great shame. Place this card somewhere prominent nearby as a visual aid and daily reminder. Go out and meet with friends or coworkers. Do something with like-minded people and live your life in the near future like a child, carefree and playful. Be silly, even a bit irrational. The real surprise in life, those that are of true value, are best seen through the eyes of a child. Keep the otter with you as a powerful power animal, and since otters love water, why not seek out some water too? Your helpers for the next 21 days, the otter is the power animal, the herbal essence is vanilla, the healing crystal is chaburl, and the number is 9. Number 9 reveals that you have something new to learn. Be open, receptive, and curious enough to seek it out. You will then find wisdom in an unconditional deep healing. Number 9 will help you reach a point of completion so that you can turn your attention to the mysteries of the unknown and the new. Its energy field is indestructible without being inflexible. Number 9, it almost as if it absorbs every other number through its calculations. Number 9 teaches you how to do this too. Accept the powers offered to you in order to achieve perfection. This number is fulfillment and completion, but also a beginning and an end. Well, that's a good way to start this as a surprise. Okay, we've got the messenger oracle. We got need and necessity. Night and day exists within the very moment creation and destruction wear the same face. You only see one or the other because you are not seeing the whole. What you may see as harmful, another may believe is good. All is based upon perception. In nature, all occurs according to need and necessity, not right or wrong. Ask yourself, is there a genuine need to act? Is change necessary for your continued well-being and happiness? If the answer is yes, then act. If the answer is no, then don't. Now, this is a really interesting card too. It's got the yin and yang, the sun and moon. Uh, I think one's a crow, one's a raven, and one's an eagle. We got the white feathers, which is our guardian angels are always around. She's got her eyes closed and her third eye wide open, and the perception of an eagle overhead with the earth all around. This is the dark, this is the gold. That's a great card. So, okay, now we also got time to ground, and I really like this card. And as you see, Both eyes are open, but the third eye is wide open. Actually, the third eye on this, yeah, is open. And she's got, they look like quail above her, the animals, the nuts, and the sea turtle below her. Very wise. We all expect moments in our lives when we feel confused, unfocused, and surrounded by chaos and turmoil. These moments are often unavoidable, as are the lessons these moments can impart. But how you respond to them is a choice only you can make. Take a deep breath and a moment to pause and reconnect with Gaia and nature. Seek the silence of the void within whilst your spirit spirals downward to anchor itself like an ancient tree root in the cleansing embrace of the earth beneath you. Okay, now we have angels and ancestors. And the first one we got was the drum, dream journal. Journey inwards to uncover insight and information that will be important for your path. Then follow the guidance. This drum is inspired by the sacred drum of Sami, an indigenous people of northern Norway, Sweden, and Finland. In shamanic traditions in all four corners of the world, the drum is recognized as the main tool used by medicine men and women to direct their will and aid meditation. A drum beat can become hypnotic and send those listening into an altered state that can allow them to journey to the spiritual realms and meet their guides. When the drum card appears in a reading, there are opportunities for you to dream or to bring an inner vision into reality. You are very connected to the other worlds at this time. The wisdom and intelligence of the earth and her magic surround you. The drum, which echoes the sound of Mother Earth's heartbeat, has cleared the cobwebs and dust from your inner vision. What you have seen in your dreams and inner visions is not imagination, but guidance, particularly if it has been coming to you repeatedly and has the potential to become reality. Dreams come true. Know it and live it. Okay, and we got the animal guardian, trust your instincts, the wise owl above her, and the beautiful little fawn in her arms. And she's got the raven on her shoulder and the panther. She's got all her protection, her wisdom, her love. Trust the powerful animal spirit within to learn more about yourself and your talents. The animal guardian is the card that represents the angels of the animal kingdom. Animals are angels of nature who have incredible lessons to offer and medicine that can support you on your spiritual journey and help you survive some of your greatest challenges. When you connect with the energies of the animals, you can learn a lot about yourself and the earth. You also have instinctive animal energy within that can direct you towards everything you need and more. The animal guardian can depict a tribal card depicts a tribal angel being held and supported by her animals. She has a love for them and they have a love for her, demonstrating how incredibly connected nature is with the spiritual realms. You have a powerful animal within that can be wild, protective, instinctive, and even calm. Animals don't second guess how they feel, they just express it. And you can learn from that. When this card arises, it's important to connect with how you really feel, how you want to feel, and what you really need. Take the time to connect with your animal energy and express it naturally. Let even the fiercest energy. Okay, let's try this again. My husband needed a favor. Okay. When this card arises, it's important to connect with how you really feel, how you want to feel, and what you really need. Take the time to connect with your animal energy and express it naturally. Let even the fiercest energy move through you before returning to your natural state. It will teach you a lot about your gifts and how you can grow. Ah, that's a great card. It is just a day for me that is melancholy. And my husband says, I've never heard that word before. I said, I just feel really mellow. I'm just thinking about a beautiful friend that we just passed away, and I'm thinking about all the beautiful, happy times with that man. My husband is having a really hard time. He is, you know, I have to say, since I went through the dark night of the soul and released a lot and learned how to deal with things, go within and let within lead you the right way on how you need to feel, how you want to feel, and what feelings you need to feel. I have not cried yet. I did a little bit when I was telling his son the dream that I had had about him. I said, now it's my exit time to go, because we didn't want to cry in front of Lucky. We didn't want any emotion. We just wanted love in that room, and that's what he got. So as soon as I started telling him that, I said, okay, it's my exit time now. I love you all. And I walked out. And as I got in the hall, I had a couple tears come down my face. Um, but they weren't sad tears. They were happy tears that I was just so blessed to know that man. Just we were so blessed to meet that foreign friend. And he'd tell us family, family. My truck, your truck, my home, always 24 hours wherever you need it. And it was the most beautiful thing me and my husband have ever felt from someone. It was very, very touching. And I do get sentimental. I do cry sometimes, but not as much as I used to, because I try to feel the love message, the message that came with that meeting, that greeting, that relationship. And it was one of immense love. And that's what it will be. And I will meet him again, probably in my dreams now, or when I get to where I'm going, whatever dimension he went to. And I'll guarantee he went to a very beautifully high energy dimension, because that's what he was. He was one of them earthly angels that cross your path once in a blue moon. Um, we get a number 32, which is a 5. And this is in the golden future. This is leadership, decisions, make choices for the highest good of all. In the golden future, there will be no leaders or power structures, but honorable, wise people will emerge to inspire and empower others. Honesty, openness, integrity, understanding, wisdom, and caring will be valued. Decisions will be made collectively, openly, and quickly without personal agendas for the highest good of everyone. Those involved will gather in a circle. They will set the intention to find the best outcome, then connect heart to heart and mind to mind. The choices will be indicated by one person. When the group attunes, an immediate decision will be made, because they will be in a space of oneness. So everyone will be happy with the outcome. Family and community decisions will be made quickly and easily in this way, and it will cement relationships. All will belong. For international decisions, respected ones will collaborate to reach the best world outcome. With oneness, consciousness, wise decisions are quickly and easily made. Archangel Michael, the wondrous archangel of strength and courage, is in charge of the throat chakra of humanity. At the fifth dimension, the chakra is royal blue. When you choose this card, Archangel Michael is waiting to touch this center so that you can speak your truth with wisdom, tact, and honor. When you say what you truly feel, your throat chakra lights up and people trust you. Then it is easier for you to take a wise decision. Set the intentions for a fair and loving outcome to any situation you have in mind, and ask Archangel to speak through you. If you are taking part in a collective decision, let go of an ego or hidden agendas you may have. Ask that the result is for highest good. Attune your heart and mind to the others involved and trust the result that emerges. Um, that's a beautiful card. And if you look at it, it's got a heart right here and a butterfly right there, all connected with the sun and the energy around them, and the birds flying, and the white doves, and Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael has been around us a lot. And that's a good thing. That's strength and courage. Okay. Now we got the practical magic, and this is 10. This is inner wisdom. This is Stardust Soul. Another wise owl. Look at the energy coming out of her. Yeah, that card has some energy. Connect with your inner priestess or priest to reveal your heart's truth and the understanding and awareness that is already part of you. Within every person, there are all the emotions that they've ever felt, all the lessons they've learned, and a well of knowledge born of experience and interaction. Yet, it's easy to overlook, disregard, doubt, and to give more weight to other people's opinions and what they think is best for you. Instead, quiet your mind, listen for that small voice inside, and give it the space and attention to grow and blossom. There is a stillness and strength within that you can access, but you need to make the effort to reconnect with it and value it, to activate this knowing and discover your deepest truths. Fortunately, this wisdom and intuition is like a muscle. The more you use it and the more you acknowledge your inner guidance, the stronger you will be emotionally and the more able to access this information every time you need it. This card indicates that you already know the answer to your question. You just have to look inside. Get in touch with your inner truths and start to trust your knowing. In this situation, you can take a break from mentors, courses, and other experts. Your own intuition is developing, and so much of what you need to understand about the solution is already within you. This is not to disparage outside wisdom or discourage you from obtaining the working with it. External guidance is absolutely vital, and there are many situations where seeking an outside voice or working with a teacher, coach, or professional is powerful and life affirming. It can break you out of your rut and inspire learning and growth. But there is also great strength in cultivating and relying on yourself and your own knowing. And in the situation at hand, you will benefit from looking for the solution within. Connecting with your inner priestess or priest involves self-reflection, introspection, emotional honesty, and deep courage as you explore yourself. Secrets will be stripped bare, emerging from the shadows, so be ready to face them and integrate them. Let go of what no longer serves you, guilt, shame, doubt, other people's opinions of you, old belief systems, and embrace your fearlessness. Step into your full power. The answer you seek is within you. So connect with your inner wisdom and it will be revealed. Floating up from the ocean of knowledge that is your brain and experience, and emerging from the swirling of insight that is your heart and emotions. That's interesting. It talks about heart and emotions and the connectedness. And look at these two cards. There's got the owl. You know, we are all connected, no matter what nationality, no matter what anything is, you know, and there is ways, even though we didn't know Spanish, there was ways in communicating with Blanco, our beautiful friend, which I called Lucky. And we had an amazing relationship. It wasn't, I mean, my husband has met his family, which they would translate what my husband was saying in Spanish. So we were able to communicate and then they'd communicate back. And then there was times when they weren't around that we could play charades. It was like playing charades, like banana, banana, yeah, and for you, my friend, and it was certain words, and then we would go online and learn a little bit of Spanish. And it was just a fun, beautiful relationship. That's what I'm saying. And even though today was his day to go back to another dimension and start working on something else, our loss was great. And that is what we're sad about, is losing that special, beautiful friend out of our everyday life. We have met some amazing people here in Florida. And my husband, he's not big on Florida. He's more of a Pennsylvania guy, and I'm more of a Florida girl. And he sometimes hates it here because it's so flat and there's no woods like he's used to in Pennsylvania. It's a totally different atmosphere. But as we were just talking before he went over, he's doing a lot of crying. He's really hurting for Lucky. And I feel it. I feel him. Because I feel the same way within, but I'm not showing it like him, and it's okay. Um, but yeah, my husband said you're right. If we would have never came to Florida, we would have never met the most beautiful people we've ever met. But we've lost so many of them. And it was like this instant friendship for maybe a year or two, and then they're gone. We've lost quite a few special friends, Edward and Leonard and Blanco now. And I lost a best friend when I got to Florida that was down here waiting for me. I was late. I didn't make it down here in time. And by the time I did make it down here, 3 days later after I got here, she passed. And another one of my friends, that longtime friendship from childhood, passed like 3 months later, and or 3 months prior before I even got here. So me and my husband, there's those times in life where everything's going great, you're losing no one, and all of a sudden you're losing everyone. And it's a hard emotional roller coaster. Um, but I'm looking more at what I learned from those people and what I got from those people. And it was amazing. It was the most beautiful experiences that I've ever experienced with all those people. And that's what I'll hold on to, those beautiful experiences, not the negative ones. Too many people hold on to too much negative crap. If it's a negative experience, then I just let that experience kind of go and not worry about it. We're gonna do this one right now, and then we're gonna do the dreams of Gaia. We're gonna do the divine master. We got Hilaron, divine emergence. Be seen, let the world know your gifts. Now it's time to work on your gifts. Now it's time to meditate, manifest, and believe in yourself. Hilaron, also known as Hilarion, the great or Saint Hilarion, was a master healer in the temples of Atlantis and also had incarnations in ancient Egypt. In his last incarnation, he was born to pagan parents in Syria in the 4th century AD. He studied in Alexandria, Egypt, where he converted to Christianity, and it is said that from the moment he dedicated his life to spiritual pursuit. At the tender age of 15, after hearing about the miracles of St. Anthony, he went off to his desert hermitage for 2 months. He craved personal space, but the hermitage was busy. So he decided to go back home. But after his parents had passed, he gave up all his worldly possessions and retreated to a cave in the wilderness. Hilaron spent the majority of his life away from humanity because he was a highly sensitive being who picked up the energies of those he came close to. It is said that those who came to his cave experienced miracles, including barren women becoming pregnant and people overcoming mental and other health challenges. Now, Hilaron's soul helps light workers embrace their gifts and emerge from the cave of sensitivity. It's time to come out of hiding and be seen. Energetically, you have taken some time to retreat and recharge, which has been highly beneficial for your mental and emotional well being. But now it's time to emerge. Don't get too comfy or fall into old ways of being, because the old ways to hide your old fears of persecution or judgment make you feel that you need to. You weren't born to suffer in this lifetime. You were born to surmount challenges and embrace and share your gifts. If you have been holding back or hiding a part of yourself in order to fit in or conform, you are being encouraged to break the pattern and be seen in all your glory. You are a powerful teacher and healer with the ability to break outworn family cycles and help others radiate their biggest light. Your personal journey shows others that it's possible for them, but to do this, it has to be shared. Let all your gifts be shared. Let all your gifts be shared. What's your gift? We all have a unique something. We all have that little spark of magic that's unique within us. No one else has that little spark of magic. What's yours? Now, we got the 14, which is the King of Water. I love this card. This card was reversed. So there is blockages with the King of Water. This is the safe harbor in the storm. Let go of gender bias, strength born of adaptability. Be present in your relationships, a need for excitement. Marry critical thinking and emotional logic. Allow your feelings to guide a decision. Address a cause of jealousy. When the King of Water appears reversed, he can represent a feeling of boredom. When he appears in your reading, ask yourself if you believe that your life is lacking excitement. Has peace and calm slowly transformed into boring routine? Maybe it is time to shake things up a little and to ride the wave for a while. You might need a little excitement and to be unpredictable and spontaneous in your best interest. However, do seek a productive outlet for your excitement rather than looking for conflict or creating drama for drama's sake that might destroy your peace and calm completely instead of in living your life. The King of Water reverse also cautions against behaviors born of jealousy and a need to possess. If you have fear or concern regarding a relationship, address them. Do not allow jealousy to fester. If there is a reason of concern and the situation cannot be resolved, then perhaps it is best to let it go. Remember, the person in question is not a possession. Allow them to leave. If leaving is what they feel, they just must do it, even if they leave in order to be with another. On the other hand, be mindful not to allow your own insecurity and imagination to drive a wedge between yourself and the one you love. Okay, now on that, we got a number 20, which is self-reflection, judgment. If you feel you need to give a person a second chance or return to an old situation, now is the time to decide. If you're reassessing the past in other ways, don't be too hard on yourself. This is a self-judgment card. This is a reflection, revere, second chances, guilt, spirituality, and memories. I know we're all kind of floating through time, looking at things and looking at different perceptions and what we thought then and what we thought now. And there's a lot of thought because we got the 18, the thought card, and that would be a number 9. And You got to remember, thoughts are everything from the 3D world, too. Thought creates reality. Thought is the foundation of consciousness. Don't rush your thinking. Be certain. The thought is energy. Oh, by the way, this also came in reversed. Energy flows where attention goes. Be mindful of the universal laws, our conscious and unconsciousness mind in accord. Be realistic intent of optimistic or pessimistic. Good and bad hand in hand. Change your mind, change your life. Do not overthink or speculate. Question the critical mind. Speak. Okay, there is a blockage with thought. And that doesn't surprise me because, you know, so many thoughts go through all of our minds all the time. And sometimes we wonder, is this thought our thought or is this thought coming from source? Usually you can decipher it because it's not a normal thought that you would have. Sometimes we know why we think as we do. We have experienced a moment or many moments that are the foundation of the thought within our head. And we can work to lessen any negative impact they may have upon our lives. However, there are also times when we do not know why we have the thoughts that we do. They are just there. Are they the result of exposure to a media-driven society that runs on negative comparison? Or is the voice in our head that of our parents or other influential family members? Sometimes we do not understand the unconscious thoughts, feelings, and beliefs that give rise to harsh and critical, judgmental, or doubtful voice in our head, especially when we have led what we believe to be a happy life. The thought card reversed symbolizes the need to question negative and critical mind speak when it arises. Ask yourself why you are thinking the thoughts that fill your mind and create the chatter. If the thoughts revolve around you, try asking yourself these questions. Are the thoughts valid? Do they have foundation? If so, it might be time to look inward to determine why you are having them. If they do not have foundation, however, the best thing you can do is to shift your attention. Do not allow them to become pres- pers- persistent thoughts that can in turn become words and beliefs that do not serve you. If the chatter in your mind is harsh and critical or fear and doubt, it will affect how you move through your life. It may even prevent you from achieving the outcome you most desire. Whatever the cause, when a critical or a condemning inner voice speaks, there is no real way to hide from it. All we can do is shine the light upon the thoughts behind a voice. Do what we can to understand those thoughts and then change or dispel them. Doing so will in turn silence the voice. If that does not help, then sometimes the only alternative is distraction. When your inner voice is critical or judgmental, do something that shifts your focus and give it something more productive and beneficial to chatter about. It is in this way that affirmation, joyful activity, and a positive social environment can be beneficial. The affirmations and activities serve to shift your attention to more positive thoughts, while the latter helps by not feeding the negative thoughts. It is quite challenging, however, to banish negative critical mind speaking while surrounded by friends and family who encourage or feed negativity. So, for your own well-being, look closely at your circle of friends, family, and work colleagues and notice how they express their own thoughts. Do they have a tendency to make harsh comparisons? Do they ridicule, judge, or condemn those who think in a different way? Even though we love the people we have in our lives, they are not always good for us. When we become aware of this, it may be that the only way to find our way back to a healthy, positive mind speak is to limit our exposure to those who focus on the negative. When the thought card appears reversed in your reading, listen to your mind speak and understand how it reflects the truest nature of your thought. Ask yourself whether those thoughts are welcome or if they need to change. Listen closely to what your inner voice can say to you and about you, and know that the very thoughts behind the chatter have the power to shape your reality. Yeah, our thoughts make up everything that we are, and we have to be careful. Curtain's not staying open just enough. We have to be careful on what those thoughts are guiding us to do, and because we get the 8 with that, and that is restrictions. So does your thoughts restrict your action? You got to think of that too. I think that's pretty much what this is saying. Get practical and see that you are in control of your own future, regardless of what others think. You can free yourself by being less tolerant of the demands of others. Separation, fear, burdens, lack of vision, being stuck, responsibility, and changes. These cards are telling us, okay, this is safe harbor in the storm. But this can also be a judgmental person, reflecting, judging. You're judging and judging yourself, maybe judging others. This is your thoughts. What are you thinking? Why are you judging? Why are you being like that? Why are you being negative? It's restricting you. That's what it's doing. And we got the 7 of Fire. And let me tell you, she is all throat chakra. Look at her. Heed your intuition. She's got her hands on her throat chakra. And she's looking deep. And she's got the butterfly over her third eye. But she's got Source, Creator, eye watching over, wide open. And the beautiful fragrance of the lotus flower with the snake wrapped around her hand and the 2 golden felines. This card is fire. Heed your intuitions, a feeling of recognition, inexplicable coincidences, moments that repeat. Personal interpretations is critical. Only you know the answer. Look beyond the surface, observe, and be aware. The 7 of Fire represents the development and use of one's intuition to see the way forward and predict possible outcomes. Intuition is that gut feeling. It is an instinctual or unconscious knowing that when you heed it can keep you safe from making mistakes and lead you to being in the right place at the right time. It is a feeling of recognition that we often ignore, but if we choose to heed, can have us moving through life in harmonious accord with our surroundings. In actively using and then trusting your intuition on a regular basis, you may find you observe more, and in turn, you learn more. You start to see and take notice of signs and messages along the way. You take notice of those little inexplainable coincidences and moments that keep repeating, and if you heed them, can take you on an adventure of discovery and revealing not only the truths you seek, but also your reasons for being. Using and heeding your intuition can lead you to opportunities and experiences that offer the potential to both fulfill you and inspire others. However, to trust in one's intuition requires that you look within and determine that the message means to you personally. You can ask advice of another, you can seek guidance from another, but only you know your answer. Personal interpretations is key. Trusting in the knowledge that is stored within your unconscious mind is key. Third parties can offer insight, but they see and understand life through eyes that have been shaped and influenced by their own experiences, not yours. Only you know what something means for you. Specifically, only you know if something is right for you. The 7 of Fire represents a need to actively develop or trust in your intuition and instinct at this time. Look around you, observe, speak to the cards on a regular basis, and honor the truth revealed by going where your intuition leads you. I completely agree with that because our intuition can really lead us the right way if we listen to it. Yesterday, my husband went and seen Lucky without me at the hospital. I am not good at hospitals. There's so much negative energy there that it makes me sick usually. So I have to get prepared, myself prepared, energy wise, to go into a hospital. So I worked on it and I got prepared. And I said, my husband says, do you want to go down? I said, I need to go down. I need to go today. We went yesterday and he was in and out. They had just gave him medicine. So his son and daughter said, if you want to go home for a while, we'll call you as soon as he's awake and alert more. So we stayed by the phone and we got the call and he was awake and alert. So we went down right away and we got to visit with Lucky. And I'm sure he was in some pain. And that was a special moment. I got to sit by him and hold his hand and give him kisses and love him one more time. And then this morning we were gonna go. As soon as we got up, we were gonna go when he was awake again. And he passed last night. And I had told my husband yesterday, I said, and we don't know what time he passed. When I went to the hospital, I was meditating. I was concentrating on Blanco. And I told him that I would walk with him. Don't be afraid that I will walk with him. I will help him find his way as he helped me find my way in my dreams. That's why he's lucky. And I have this feeling that we walked together and I walked him home. I don't know for sure. I don't remember my dream from last night. But I know I feel really calm for someone just passing away. Usually I'm an emotional wreck, but I just feel so much love. I just feel so much ease and relief. And I can feel that's him. That's him telling me I made it. I'm okay. I'll see you again. And yeah, so that's how I'm feeling right now. Real melancholy. Okay, now and the now space. I asked about the now space, and we did get the Four of Air reversed. This is the gadget guy. This is the declutter guy. This is ordered environment guy. Banish clutter, clean house. Create structure in your day, follow a routine, keep a time budget. If you truly want something, you will make time for it. Limit distractions and time wasters. Weed out bad habits, remove negative influences. There is a blockage there, people. Okay. The Four of Air reverse symbolizes the importance of addressing distractions and negative influences, and sometimes that includes people as well as habits. When this card appears reversed in your reading, ask yourself if you have someone in your life that is always questioning your goals and creative adventures. If so, do they often suggest or imply that you are wasting your time? Do they always suggest reasons you should not do something that you know would make you happy? Do they interpret your routine with an expectation that you entertain them? It might be necessary to take them aside and ask that they be supportive or silent, and that they respect your desire to work to a routine. If they refuse, when it might be also be necessary to step back and decide if the friendship is a healthy one. To raise legitimate concerns is a sign of caring, but the ridicule or dismiss your goals as being unimportant is not. If a friend refuses to respect your boundaries and work ethics, are they truly your friend? Gotta ask that question. I would. We got oh, wait a minute. I got a clarifier for this that I missed. Why did I miss that? Okay, that is growth. Okay, I'm so melancholy. I missed the card. The card for this one is growth. And this is the ace. 11. Step into your power, invent, talk, and create whatever you say now will be well received. This is beginnings, intuition, adventure, ideas, creative success, and fertility. Yeah, it's a fire card, growth. And then this is Inspector Gadget. And this one is take charge. Because then with that one, we got the Four of Wands. Here we go. We're back in the track. I'm like, where did the ace come from? Be carefree while you can and replenish your mind, body, and soul. You deserve it. Yeah, it's going to be that type of day for me. I know when I'm done with this, I'm going to go meditate. Because we did get the chariot, and that's movement. It's time actively to move forward with your plans. Keep that ego in check when you need to and enjoy the time of power and motivation. This is journey, determination, willpower, progress, friction, guidance, and protection. And that was the last card of those. So we are protected right now. We are surrounded. We have some stuff we need to clean out. We got some two different thoughts, two different masks, two different times. We've got a lot of thoughts going through our mind. We've got rewards coming, movement, growth. There is restrictions and stuff though, so we got to figure out who the restrictions are and how we're restricting ourselves. Because we got a couple really awesome cards today from the Gateway of Light activation. We got angelic frequencies. Angels are here. You are safe. Potent connection. Yes, we have had angels all the time around us. The angelic frequency is the energy of the angels and the angelic kingdom, which is aligned to service, devotion, authenticity, and love. When this frequency comes to us, it's because the gateway of our heart has aligned with it. We've essentially become an angel upon the earth. Angels are the heartbeats of source, and so when we're in touch with the angelic realm, we're also connected to the heart of God. It's beautiful. This card features a being of light. The streams of light surrounding it are the angelic frequencies pouring down to light up our life. This image also unlocks our soul memories of our guardian angel. Before we were in this life, we danced across the midnight sky. And as the universe follows the law of attraction, our angel was attracted to us because our likeness was also in them. So we became connected, and since then our angel has been with us through every lifetime and every experience. Angels are drawing close at this time, so be open to signs and synchronicities that confirm this. It's important for you to know that through your actions, choices, and service, you have upgraded your spiritual connection and your frequency. Rejoice, for you may be rewarded with abundance and blessings at this time. And you have been making choices that are not just for your own greater good, but for that of all those around you. Your guardian angel is with you now, helping you remember your infinite power and potential. Reach for the stars and trust that all the efforts you have been making, both internally and externally, will bring blessings and opportunities. The path you are on is aligned to your highest good, and the support you need is there for you. You are cherished by angels. And the other card that came out with this, and it did come out yesterday, I just couldn't read it because I was busy. Thoth light codes. Light initiation, great teacher, awakening, divine magic. This was a message from Thoth to us. He's proud of us. We've come a long way in our journey. Thoth is the Egyptian Ibis, headed god of writing, divine magic, and the moon, acknowledged as a sacred scribe who created writing. He is considered to be a great mind behind the maintainer of the Egyptian universe. It is said he was the priest king of Atlantis and was dedicated to leading the Atlantean people in a loving way that was firm but fair. However, matter how hard he tried to direct them, many of them didn't obey the spiritual laws of the universe, which inevitably led to the end of their civilization. This gateway takes you to a space where you can connect with the energetic frequency that Thoth carries. As a master teacher of the stars, he holds space for you to connect with some of your greatest gifts from this lifetime and the many others you've lived. Toss' primary teaching is spiritual integrity, and he's working alongside a powerful congregation of evolved souls. The ascended Atlantean, Atlanteans to guide those who are ready to increase their awareness. He specializes in helping those who are finding it difficult to make spiritual progress, to rise above the aspect of their life that are holding them back, and he helps awaken the teacher within. Thoth, they called Thoth a god, but Thoth did not want to be called a god. Thoth was a teacher. You are blessed to connect with Thoth. You are going through the powerful set of light initiations at this time, and these are preparing you to lead and teach from a powerful space of love. In order to complete the process, there will be a release of old ideas and limiting stories, but this is necessary for you to connect with the true power within you. Don't be concerned by the intensity of the energies that surround you right now. Facing shadow parts of yourself in your story is essential for connecting with divine magic, and evolving beings of light are there to lead the way. If you have any concerns or fears at this time, know that when fear gets loud, it's because you're on the cusp of something extremely powerful. I love that. I love that Thoth met us and greeted us and came to us. That's beautiful. Now we got the human spirit oracle, and this is a number 30, which is a 3, and this means this was all a divine message, and this is a divine message. Against the clock. Time flies when you're having fun. Well, ain't this the truth? Time is a strange thing. Some people say life is short, but it is the longest thing we'll ever do. Are you procrastinating? Perhaps you have a deadline that needs to be met, and you have waited until you are fighting with time to get things completed. Time is precious, so use it wisely. Do what needs to be done so you can enjoy the moments in between to the fullest without stressing your time crunch. Time. I'm late, I must be late. Uh, I'm glad you all showed up today for this reading. I needed my soul family really bad, so that is why I'm with my soul family right now. I hope everybody is having a beautiful, magical day. I am going to go in and meditate because I want to connect with Lucky to make sure he got across, and I need to meditate just because I need to meditate. And I think we all should feel that when we have some heavy hitting things coming down on our path daily. Sometimes we just have to be melancholy and reflect and be with oneself. If that's what you need, then do it. Deep breaths. Okay. You know, I love everybody, and may every step in your journey be magical. And you know what? Like I always say, just be you.